Bum 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 bum. Okay, it's working. So, um, she's eating a cookie. As we do this, we'll say, "Welcome
Da, da,
to the."
tra, 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 tra.
Okay, welcome to the
Hope
You Like It podcast. You're eating a cookie. You dropped a cookie. What's up with those socks? What are your socks? You're holding a finger up to me.
Wow, Dad bought them for me.
That explains a lot. I would wear those socks though. They're really cool. They remind me of those pants. Those sweaters that have that,
so weird.
that elbow pad. I love that.
Yeah.
I think I made a joke the other day to this girl that was wearing it. I was like, I want those. It's like a bra for your elbow. I don't want people touching my elbow. I like it. I want those. I had a jacket like that, but it went too small. Okay. It wasn't really, but did you ask me because you wanted to write a song or something? Or you wrote one, right?
No,
I thought you did.
no, it's a song, like an actual song that already exists.
Oh, no, you wrote, an actual one. Okay, what's it called?
All I Want.
By who?
Code Line.
I've never heard it.
It was in the Pop North Stars soundtrack.
Oh, cool. Well, anything interesting happened this week? For you?
Nope.
Nope, just sitting around, being what you are, doing what you do.
You mean doing nothing?
Yeah.
Doing nothing.
How is that?
It's fun.
You're good with being what you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a very good living alone person.
I just started this like right now. I mean, like a few minutes ago. I feel like the reason why you're really into music, and that's really the only thing you're really into doing. I feel like that's like you like to be entertained. I tell that you watch YouTube and everything, and music is the only way that you can entertain yourself. Where you're like, hey,
I can do this.
it's almost like it's not you doing it. It's like you could picture someone else is doing this for me, but it's actually you. And you're
I'm
like,
actually working for it.
mhm.
And I don't have to go out. I don't have to leave the house.
Would you ever, like, when you're old enough, would you go perform somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
I already did pretty much.
Oh yeah, but like
Yeah.
for people you don't know or will never see again, kind of type thing.
That's what we're doing.
True.
already.
Well, that's parents.
Yeah.
People that aren't necessarily there to support you.
Yeah.
People that can go either way.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Like I
I want to start a band or join a band.
That's cool. That'd be cool. That's why you should watch Frank to see the whole band process. If I watch you play Assassin's Creed, will you watch Frank?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna watch Frank later then. Awesome. I've been wanting to watch it again. Okay. I want to talk about something. I just want.
Wait, okay.
Oh, okay.
I just want to get this out of the way. So lately we've been no, not lately. Yesterday we played the ending part of The Walking Dead season 2. The
Oh
video
yeah,
game.
yeah. We gotta talk about that.
Yeah, and but before we talk about the actual game, which was incredible,
Mhm.
we were thinking about the actual show.
Oh.
Okay, and this isn't really a spoiler because most people, you should know this already.
If you haven't watched season 1.
Season 1, season 4.
Okay.
I
Wait.
think it was season 4.
Oh, when they have the baby?
Yeah.
It's season 4?
Yeah.
I thought it was season 2. Oh, yeah, season 2
No,
is the farm.
it's season 2. No, it's...
Season
no,
3
it's in,
with the
it's
prison.
In the prison.
Season 3.
Season
Okay.
3, okay.
You haven't gotten to the prison in Walking Dead. Just spoiler alert for the next 2 minutes.
But you should know this. If you're
Yeah.
on social media, you should know this.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Lori has the baby, and...
Well, don't even say that what happened, but
Yeah, I know, I'm just
Oh,
saying
yeah.
this. And then, Rick, this is the dumbest part in the whole show.
has acknowledged
Yeah, okay, so Rick goes up to Carl, and he's like, do you want to name the baby? And then Carl's like, yeah. And then my interpretation of that is like, Carl, you want to name the baby? And Carl's like, yeah, Dad, you remember my 4th grade teacher? Her name was Judith. We should name her that.
What does that mean?
You remember my 4th grade teacher?
There are people being paid hundreds of thousands of dollars in writing rooms telling them they came up with that. His 4th grade teacher that we know nothing about, that was never mentioned before or won't be mentioned again. What if he didn't know her first name? He's like, we should name her Mrs. Freelander or something. Mrs. Freelander Riggs. That's her last name, right? Carl Riggs.
Rick Grimes.
Rick Grimes, okay, yeah. Carl Grimes.
Yeah.
Grimy, okay.
Her name was 4th grade teacher.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Judith.
No one has pointed that out, how ridiculous that is.
That's so sad, like, so if, like, the whole apocalypse actually ends and then she makes friends, some people might ask her, oh, where'd you get your name? And she's just like, oh yeah, my brother gave it to me from his 4th grade teacher.
That doesn't mean anything.
And her brother's just gonna be like, here, oh, my 4th grade teacher.
What happened between him and his 4th grade teacher?
He taught me history.
It's weird.
That's so dumb. Okay, what happened?
I don't even know the first names of my 4th grade teacher.
I do.
You do? I don't know the first name of Mr. Ravick or
I don't think anybody did,
That's true.
honestly.
I don't know.
He was always that.
I don't really know anybody's first name as teachers. Rarely. A few I do, like now, but in elementary school I don't know any. I don't remember any of them.
I do, because I was close to a lot of my teachers.
I would.
Weird.
I was never.
Weird.
I'm gonna be a teacher though. I've decided that.
Really?
I am gonna go to get my teaching credentials, and then I'm afraid of not having money.
I know.
So
that's your big thing. I'm really like, if I don't have money, I don't have money.
I'm really like, because I feel like I owe everyone everything. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to college, get my teaching stuff, and then use that money to support myself and whatever I want to do afterwards.
I want to become a teacher after I do my stuff. Like, if I'm like 40 and I have a little bit of money, I'm gonna be a teacher.
Well, maybe if you come, maybe as you get closer to where I am, either you'll be as laid back as you are, or you'll be as panicky as I am.
Before I was like super panicky as a child, so I kind of zoomed.
Yeah. Well, you are. I don't understand how you can just.
I can do what I do. Nothing.
Yeah. Because I get, like, people. I mean, the only reason I don't, like, go out to places is because that's not where I want to be, but I still want to do something. It's just not that. And it's not with other people. I don't know. It's weird.
Like,
but.
His form of success is going out. My form of success is actually getting out of my pajamas in that day.
We're all different. We're on different levels. That's funny.
Like, last night I went to sleep at like 4 a.m. maybe, and then I woke up at noon. I felt so accomplished.
Is that part of, like...
I took a shower.
Like, we're pretty, like... When you do that, like, what are you thinking about?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
Do you think, like... Are you ever trying to achieve something or anything?
Sometimes I'm like, today I'm gonna watch a certain amount of YouTube videos and I'm gonna try to get up.
And it's never anything else?
No.
You're not trying to... Like, I don't know. Cause every
Occasionally, yeah, of course.
Because, like, if I'm trying to write something, for me it's like I'm walking around thinking about it, like, constantly, like, how do I finish this? How do I finish this? And then when I stop thinking about it for a second, don't think about it, then it comes to me. Like, you take hundreds of hours to think about it, then you get tired of it, and then it hits you. I think that's just part of the whole writing process.
That came to me very quickly, so it takes me a little less time to think of stuff. I
think that's just, everyone has their own process of whatever, writing stuff. But
I haven't written anything lately. I really want to. I have a really good idea.
For what?
For a movie, but it's going to be too much until we're like,
it's always too much. Yeah. It's hard to be,
like, just another story. That's way too much. That's going to be really hard.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's easy. I don't know.
There's stuff I want to do, but it's just like people, time, and money, and everything.
Did your 4th grade teacher teach you how to do this?
No.
No. Oh, sorry. you didn't have as good with a student.
Yeah. You should get the cat and do something about it.
Oh, jeez.
Out talking with Mike. Oh, we'll go on. We'll have one break today. We are brought to you by this person that we're going to talk about right now. We'll be right back. And she was wearing a mask the whole time.
What? No.
It's true.
No.
Oh, hey, look at that. We're back on the air.
Whoa!
We're
Would
back
you
on the
look
air.
at the little blue lines? Isn't it kind of
Bumpy.
sad how whenever we record these, our view is just our faces and the blueness of the audio.
That's true, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, huh? Okay.
And the wall.
Yeah. So you just thought of something.
Oh yeah, okay. So yesterday I was texting my friend, and then I stopped texting her for a little bit, and I walk upstairs and I trip while going upstairs, and I'm home alone and everything, and I'm not really bored.
Mm.
So I trip while going up the stairs, and I just stay there, lying on the floor, and I started thinking about life, and then I just get really angry at myself, and then I pick up my phone, because my phone's right next to me, and I just start watching a YouTube video. So I'm lying on the floor of the stairs, face down, for 20 minutes.
I love
my
that.
life. You're welcome.
I know. I've heard that before. Have you ever just tripped and just stayed there because you're done?
I do that a lot. Today I almost did it, but
I was gonna do this anyways. The
Yeah.
fate just had it that I'm gonna be here this time, not on my
Yeah.
bed. Yeah, that's funny.
There was no reason for me to go upstairs anyways. I just felt like going upstairs. So I
Yeah.
just stayed there and I forgot what I was doing with everything.
I don't know. I don't know how I handle tripping. I get very scared. I'm embarrassed that I even know that I tripped.
I'm so good at playing it off now.
I'm not. I think I'm good, but I'm not.
I'm pretty good when it comes to nobody being around. I think it's just me and my brain, so I have to refill the unself-consciousness into my brain, so I don't feel self-conscious about tripping or dropping my phone. For example, 2 days ago, I dropped my phone in the morning, and nobody's there. It's just me, and I'm just I just pick it up and keep walking. And I feel so amazing about myself. Because usually I would be like, oh my god, I'm so stupid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to talk about this. Or it's something that I talked about in class with the professor that I had. I started college, and I told you a little about it. Where he started the class asking us, "Do you believe? Okay, what's reality? Is reality subjective or objective? Do you know what that means? Do you know what subjective means?
Nope. Yes.
Yes or no?
Sometimes.
Okay, subjective means we apply our own meaning to it. It's like if you read a book, it's your opinion on the book. Objective means it's telling you its opinion. This is what actually it is. So objective means things are what it is or what they are. Subjective means things are what we want them to be. You get that?
Yes.
Okay. So do you think so he has really crazy questions is slavery bad from the beginning, or did we make it bad?
It's my logic. Like I said last time, that's my logic. If we didn't know that if we didn't make murder bad, then it wouldn't be bad.
See, that's what I kind of and what's the whole and his whole thing is okay, just for now, just think of it this way, for whatever conversation we have, that we can all agree that something is happening here right now. And in that part where he says that, I'm like, but I don't agree with that. I don't think anything is happening here right now. It's just
it's just a trail from the past.
But is there even a past?
What caused him to ask that question?
See, what did cause him to ask that question?
What caused you to think that way? What caused the rest of the class to answer that? What caused the rest of the whole class, the whole world to think about that and then completely forget about it? Because the superhero of humans is to forget, or else we wouldn't have any wars. So we wouldn't know the pain.
Well, I think I have my own theory on that, where the reason we have wars and stuff and anything is because we want to be happy. Where it's we have wars because we want to get oil, which gets its money, which makes us happy. Or we want to we cheat on someone because we want to get rid of that person because that'll make us happy. And that's just it's all about. So that's why I say eradicate all happiness, and then we'll be okay. And as hopeless as I am, wait, no.
Oh, dang it. Dang it.
That's why. That's just
Yeah.
like
My thing is, like, people forget. Our mutants have, like, X-Men, you have claws and stuff like that, you can transform. Humans, we know how to forget.
Okay. In terms of the what is what is life? Is there a life happening right now?
Considering what I did yesterday.
What is does any of it matter? And if it doesn't matter, how do we keep going? That's what I was struggling with this week. Like how, like I've accepted the fact. For me, I accepted my own belief, my religion, my own personal religion that nothing matters, but the thing that does matter is the fact that it doesn't matter, and that we're still living it. But how did you jump that fence into just pushing on and going through the pain of trying to be happy when it doesn't matter?
Okay, so we both have that thing where we kind of change our train of, like, what is life, branching off of that at each week, or every 2 weeks probably. Where, like, as to this week, I'm just like, wow, what have I done?
Yeah,
it was one of those weeks. I'm just like, wow, I'm dumb.
And that's, well, for me, it depends on very small things. Like, on Wednesday, I did everything I do. My mood, a lot of it really depends on my last stand-up set, which is really
That's true.
not healthy. But the last time I did it, I felt okay about it. I went kind of very theatrical. That's what I'm excited about that. But and then I got some feedback I got some like, hey, what do you think about that? And he was like, what were you trying to do? And I was like, I was trying to make people feel that they're with me. It's not like I talked to this girl that she wasn't a comic, she was just an audience member, and I, like, she told me, like, are you trying to be an actor? And I was like, well, I don't know, I'm just here. and she was like, well, I mean, I didn't laugh much, but I felt there. I was like captivated, and I was like, yes, that's what I want out of what I did for those 3 minutes. I wanted you to feel with me, and just don't like I was talking about happiness and how can you be happy when there's nothing happening and when everything you are dying right now. How can you have a smile on your face? How aren't you panicking about this all the time?
We're all dying.
Yeah, and that's why. But then I talk about, like, well, maybe it's because you're normal. I'm the weird one right now. You guys are okay. I'll just watch you in envy as I panic about things nobody should be panicking about.
You see, we all do, but, like, we keep it deep inside. You're the kind of person that has
But how
it, like,
could people do that?
You're the kind of person that has it, like, right there, and you have a lot of emotions. I feel bad for your
But
wife and your kids.
And I don't understand how people cannot have it right. It's staring at you right in the face.
Yeah,
The
mine is,
meaningless
like,
of everything is staring at you, and you
It's so
ignore it.
It's like, it's so incredibly meaningless that it's so meaningful that it's meaningless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
That's
And
my brain.
that's
like,
where I believe in. Like, the fact that I'm living it is, I know I'm giving it my own meaning,
Yeah.
but that's the meaning part.
I'm getting, like, better at understanding what's going on in your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was pretty, like, I like that. That's what I want out of performing. Sure, you can laugh. I will do stuff that'll make you laugh. But I also want you to get something out of it. I want you to walk out of there and be like, I learned something. Maybe not about everything, but maybe just about yourself. Just a little thing about you or about me. It's just like, hey, we're just a moment. We created that. I just want it to be like therapy session.
Because
We're
moments
together.
make up everything.
Yes, and just walk out of there saying, hey, that was fun. I didn't really get anything out of it, but that was really the point.
Mm-hmm.
It would-
It does, but
Yeah.
sitting there and watching a random person.
Exactly. And then
What are we getting from sitting here in comfortable and uncomfortable chairs in front of an old desk, in front of an old computer, with a new mic, talking to no one?
yeah, that's why and then the next set I did on Friday, it was fun. I love when I come up with like I opened up by saying, "Hey, you guys ready to cry with me?" and, and then it's just that just words just opens up the whole thing where the things I talk about,
I'm
just
a sad
depression,
person.
being sad, but then being happy, and then figuring out my own life. It's just it
Oh
really
my
opens
gosh,
it up.
I can actually live.
And then yeah, it's depressing, the stuff I talk about, but it's almost hopeful in the way because I'm talking about it. It's like, hey, you get out of it, and then I told it, and then yeah, and that was fun.
It's sad how people get shut up for their thoughts.
That's true.
Yeah, like people get arrested for thinking something, or like, oh, Doctor Who. I watched an episode of Doctor Who today, and then there's this little girl who's trying to communicate to the world like these little things like that would happen to Earth,
Hmm.
and they gave her meds for it, and like Doctor Who or Peter Capaldi
Peter is Capalding.
was like, don't give her the meds, let her speak, and you save the Earth. Yay.
Yeah, that's always like it, but it's always like, what is it that we're gonna say? That because there are some things that you shouldn't say,
Almost
but then if
every
people
word.
say it, but it's yeah, it's just
You shouldn't say anything.
yeah,
You should
but
say
you should
something.
say something. But that's where I get just, and for me, it's I struggle with it, especially because there are some things that people say that I'm like, you shouldn't say that, but I shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that because you should say anything you want, whatever you believe in. That's just I might not. So that's
You
why.
should say, okay, here's a quote. Don't say anything, but say nothing.
But then it doesn't have any.
No, think about that. Think about
Don't
that.
say
Very,
anything.
Very difficult.
Don't
but
say-
You have to sleep on it. That's
Okay.
very difficult.
Okay, what? I don't know. I really forgot. What did you
So
say?
did I.
Don't say anything but say nothing.
Yeah,
Who
wait,
said
no,
that?
I think I messed it up. I did.
Okay, then I don't know what meaning you
Hold
put
on, hold
behind
on.
it.
Hold on.
Well, here's what when I hear that, I think of it in terms of people that joke, because there are jokes I'm like, don't do that.
Don't say nothing, but say anything. There you go.
Don't say nothing.
But say anything.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Don't
I
say
just switched it
don't
around.
say things that don't mean anything,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but you have to
Make
say-
the things you say worth something,
Yeah.
because every breath counts.
Because anything is something that could be important.
Yeah.
But nothing is nothing.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to waste any
But-
moment.
The stupid human race makes nothing something.
Nothing something.
We're
Well, of
constantly
course.
doing
Well, we
something.
have to. That's the
Yeah.
only reason why we keep living. It's like the reason we have politics and so much political fires and stuff. It's almost good and bad. It's good because there's a meaning to it. It gives us a meaning, but it's bad that has to be what gives us a meaning. And it's just like,
You know what I find sad? Okay, you're 17. Let's clarify this. He's 17 years old. He's turning 18 in like 2 weeks. And I am 13 years old. And sometimes whenever we talk about stuff, on these podcasts, I'm like, I already thought about this.
yeah. Yeah, me too. But that's what that's
Like,
all we can talk about.
Thought about this a long time ago.
Hmm.
And like you seem so surprised about it. Like, oh my gosh.
Like what?
Like, I don't know. Last week's podcast, you were like very exuberant.
Well, because I get excited about it. Because I do think about it.
Mhm.
But it's just getting a new way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
You get a new angle on it. I don't know how you think about it. You know how I think about it. It's just like it's.
Almost no one has unlocked my brain. It's very.
Well, I think because you haven't unlocked it.
Yeah, from the parts that I have unlocked, I am a very elusive person.
A what?
Elusive person.
Well, I don't. That's no. I think you make it that way. I don't think it's that you were born that way. It's
No,
just
I
like when you.
am making it that way. That's why I'm saying I am a very elusive person. Because I made it that way. Because I don't think it's right yet. I have to fix it.
What?
My thoughts, and I have to fix them by unlocking the rest of my brain.
I don't know. It's dangerous to make yourself aware. Okay, we lost some stuff again. We lost some stuff. We don't know what we said in the last. We lost about 6 minutes.
So let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pablo, cat. Pablo, cat.
I just realized your face when you say that.
If you can't eat meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Hey, Yes, you got the graphic. Just
We both noticed random little tidbits and little things that did not have to be there, that are completely meaningless. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like your little Pablo.
Cats.
Pablo. Cats.
If you don't eat to eat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat to eat? Got the graphic. Just
And mine is, name her after my 4th grade teacher, Dad.
Yeah. Pablo Get the Kids is from the Pink Floyd song We Don't Need No Education. I love how I'm playing guitar, but I make the noises for it.
Okay. So we want to talk about Walking Dead Season 2, a video game.
Yeah. I thought about it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not as good as the first one.
I don't think anything can be as good as the first one.
The first one?
It's amazing. It's a
I cried.
It's a great game.
Okay, well, I want to explain our reaction after we finished it. Okay, so we did the whole thing, and then the ending happened, and we just look at each other, like, because we're in your room, and I'm on
Right
the
there.
desk chair. And then our reaction after is just like, we look at each other and we're just like, who's gonna cry first?
It's an intense game.
Yeah, and
It's better than some movies. Yeah.
Okay, the second part was pretty good. The ending was insane. I think the thing that really messed it up is that I'm terrible at video games, so I kept dying. That was one part, and then the fact that nothing can beat the first one.
Yeah, but it also, like, because the whole thing with Kenny, it's like you trying to make the thing like.
Oh yeah, skip ahead if you don't know anything.
Okay, yeah. Season 1, he disappears in season 1.
Yeah.
And you have to go through the whole thing with Lee, and all of a sudden you're trying to make the Kenny more emotional person. But we got rid of him in season 1, so it's kind of like that's not really gonna work.
You love Kenny.
I do love Kenny though. Kenny was my favorite character, but then Jane came along.
Jane is awesome. She's like young Carol.
Except awesomer.
Yeah.
And she didn't kill any kids.
Jamie.
And she also like Michonne.
Well, she
cut the
Michelle.
the cow tipper. I don't know what they called it. Something like that.
My favorite character.
Yeah. So I said.
Oh, I give it, if like we were to give it a review, I would give it like, the first one definitely got like a 9.5 out of 10 just because of the glitches, but the whole story thing was really good, or maybe like a 9 out of 10. This one I give it like a 7.5 or an 8. They're pretty high rated games. I love these games. They're pretty good. And I played this one. Chris played the last one as Lee, and I played this one as Clem.
Clementine.
And by the way, if anybody actually watches this, leave in the comments who is better, Ellie or Clem? Ellie from The Last of Us or Clementine from The Walking Dead? I think Ellie is. I love Ellie. She's awesome. She's a beast. You haven't watched said video games in a while.
I haven't watched anything in a while.
Yeah.
I'm watching The League right now. It's a funny TV show. It's about fantasy football.
I'm watching Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Yesterday, Mother asked me, how many episodes do you think you can watch in one day? And I'm like, so I thought about my experience of watching The Walking Dead. And then I'm like, well, with The Walking Dead, I finished a season and a half in one day.
I can't do that.
I don't know how. I was kind of sick that day, so I was like,
I don't understand.
I don't know how it's mentally possible.
I don't understand. I can't watch more than 2.
Okay, so I woke up at like 11 and I immediately started, and then I went to sleep at like 2 or 3.
Because you know what happens when I watch?
Oh no.
Because I watched that and I'm like, I watched Walking Dead or some show, and I'm like, I can't watch more than just like an episode, because I'm like, well, why can't I do this? So then I go try to figure it out, and then I do, and then I can't make anything of it. And it's just,
ideas. Watching
well, yeah, but I get the idea I get jealous after the first. I'm like, oh, why couldn't I do that?
Oh, I had one of those moments yesterday. I forgot where it was, but it was with Doctor Who, where you're like, when the writer of a show thinks of something that you already thought of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the time for me.
I love those.
Oh, that's
moments.
not really all the time, but
They're
yeah, when
really
it happens,
nice.
it's
They're
fun.
really nice.
Yeah. It's like, oh, cool.
Yeah. Or like
My idea was good enough for TV.
When I hear like a little thing when I'm listening to jazz or just music in general, and like I hear a thing that I soloed with, I'm like, I did that too.
Yeah. I'm professional. I'm just not getting paid. Isn't that weird?
Nah.
Like you getting paid is what signifies you as professional.
Yeah, that's
Money.
sad.
Money. If money wasn't a problem. If money wasn't the thing, I wouldn't be becoming a teacher one day. But
If money wasn't a thing, I would be exactly the same.
if money wasn't a thing, if money wasn't a thing, if money wasn't a thing, I wouldn't be thinking about being a teacher. Okay. Wait, let me think of one. Actually, okay, it's not gonna be about money, but let me think of a story that happened this week.
My whole little. Yeah.
Okay, yes. I got it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ready? 3, wait, let me turn reverb on.
Here we go. Well, this is gonna be about a flute.
Is that enough reverb?
Yeah, it's plenty of reverb.
Okay. Well, you have to fix it first.
What? No, I'm not gonna use it.
But it bothers me.
Alright, ready?
Here.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Friday night. Up on Melrose. Hollywood, Los Angeles, Hollywood. I was performing at an open mic. 5 minutes of stand-up. The first 4 minutes went amazingly. I was very proud. I had purpose in life. Then I got into my other bits that I wasn't too sure of. Still working on them. One of them included a joke that involves a woman's menstruation cycle. Now, I always get the whole point of the joke is that I get uncomfortable about talking about that stuff as a guy, because whenever a guy talks about it, it sounds like you're a girl, but I'm not like one of those. I'm not one of those guys. I'm a guy that's just like I don't like that I'm a guy a lot of the times, which is and it's a weird thing to say, but that's part of the joke. I couldn't get to it. I was running out of time. But that's whole because I understand that when a guy talks about anything that a girl goes through, it kind of can sound misogynist. So I walked out of the place, proud, a little unsure of the last bit. When this girl, she calls from the top of the stairs. Hey, what's his name again? I think you're talking about me. I take a few steps closer. She's up on the second floor. I'm on the first floor. I'm looking up to her. She's like a lord to my body. And I say, "What's up?" And she says, "Hey, I liked your stuff." And I was like, "Oh, thank you so much." I'm about to walk away when she says, "Except that last joke." And I was like, "Oh, I knew it." So I take a few steps closer. And I'm like, "I'm sorry. I know. I don't like to talk about it, but the whole joke is that I don't like to talk about it. I don't like as a guy to talk about it, but I didn't have enough time to finish it, and I'm still working on it, and I'm sorry. I just want you to know that I'm on your side, the right side." That's an exact quote from what I said. I was so sad. I was so worried. I was afraid that she was going to come down and beat me up, that a girl was going to beat me up. This girl was capable of beating me up. Any girl's capable of beating me up.
Beat you up every day.
I beat me up all the time, too. I'm just like, and I was like, But she said that, okay, I get it. I understand you're on our side. Just make sure, fix it. You don't want to encourage the wrong stuff. You don't want regular people. Sure, comics might understand what you're saying, but regular people, they might not get it. It's just. So I left, shaken up. I was still proud of what I did, but then I got in the car, drove home, turned on the radio. I listened to the new Florence and the Machine song. What kind of man looks like these things?
I haven't heard it yet.
Chord. and I heard that song and I was like, what kind of man can't I'm trying to be progressive as a person. I'm trying to know the right things, and that's why I'm happy that she told me that. I'm happy that someone spoke up and said, hey, I get that you're trying to do right, but sometimes trying to do right ends up being wronger than it is. And okay. And so Florence and the Machine told me that, yep, and okay, I'm gonna erase the joke. It's gone. I'll just talk about suicide. What kind of man loves like this?
Oh my gosh.
What kind of man loves like this? A dumb man like me. Afraid of everything, of money and trees. I am sorry for being afraid of me, afraid of you. Happy Valentine's Day. We are gonna talk about that. I want to talk about that a little bit.
Wait, no, we shouldn't, because like that shows how the kind of people that we are. We forget about Valentine's Day.
Exactly, and after I just remembered.
In the morning, I'm like,
Okay, I'll make a
what?
song about Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't forget that it's Valentine's Day. I struggle
I did.
with Valentine's Day because either Valentine's Day, I'm one of three things. I'm either fine, it's Valentine's Day, or I'm extremely happy because I'm hiding the fact of how sad I am of Valentine's Day. And I'm ashamed because it's like, advertisement is what made me sad at the Valentine's Day. Or I am just deal with it. I am sad on Valentine's Day. This year I was fine.
This year I was happy. Hiding. Why was that wet? Sweat.
So my first Valentine's, my first actual Valentine's.
Emo.
Should I talk about that? My first Valentine's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Play throughout. Make your song.
Okay, I'm gonna try. It's hard for me to talk while playing, but I'm gonna do it. Okay. My first Valentine's Day, I think I was 14 or 15. And it was my first girlfriend. First and only.
Yeah.
Rock on. I was excited. I got flowers. My mom bought her flowers from my request.
Oh, I remember that.
And the
yeah.
Build-A-Bear, which I didn't want to name, but I don't know what happened. I was just so like, my mom's buying my girlfriend a Build-A-Bear. This is so weird. She named it Oreo because it was like the color of Oreo. I remember that.
Oh, she did. She would do that.
Yeah, but it took her like a week to think of the name. It took her a week to think of the name Oreo.
I would expect that.
And I remember I gave her the flower. I was just so nice. I was in a blazer. It was after football practice. It was in my blazer that I got for Christmas.
I'm gonna talk through the piano.
Okay, and then I saw her, and she told me that we weren't even supposed to meet that day because she was busy or something. So I dressed up all nicely. She didn't dress up that nice, which I didn't expect her to, but it's kind of like, it's still kind of like I put effort into this. And I had the flowers. I have the Oreo, and then I run into my cousin who's with his girlfriend, and then they go away. She takes the flowers from her, and then we're walking around, really awkward. That was the days that I was supposed to get my first kiss, but we didn't. Instead, we ran away. We were running away the whole time. We were running away from her ex-boyfriend. On Valentine's Day, we were running away from her ex-boyfriend, who was at the same mall that we were in, and that it's just really uncomfortable. I just didn't know what to do. So that's somehow the first Valentine's Day that I actually had a girlfriend was my worst Valentine's Day ever. Because it's like, what is this? Is this love?
I remember you posted that kissing picture on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was so dumb.
That was a while ago. I didn't post it. She posted it.
Okay, yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, and then I didn't erase it because it was already there.
Yeah,
Everyone
I don't
saw it.
understand
No, she
how
was
that
gonna
happened.
post it on hers, but it ended up being through mine.
Yeah, I saw it.
I was wearing a blue shirt and an alien
Was it
necklace.
blue?
I remember.
It was. Aww. I remember when we dropped you off for that. When you got dropped off for that.
I don't remember that,
I didn't. Like, I remember when we were leaving.
but I do tell the
I
story
was
of that.
there. No, I didn't.
That story is very complex for me. Like, is it that? I think that was my first mental breakdown that day.
That was so dumb. That was so weird. Like, I remember that was the time where we started getting close. You can stop like that.
It's a dramatic.
I know it is. And like, we were playing football, and then we stopped on like the PS3, and then we were playing football on the PS3 in your room, which was really stanky. But like, and then you call her because I think I just found out about that, and you had a picture and everything, and I'm like, I approve. And then like, you forced me to talk to her.
Probably.
You did.
That's something people do.
Yeah.
It's really dumb, but it's like a way of saying, "Hey, is she cool?"
Yeah. I'm like, I already looked at her picture. I'm like, yeah, she's pretty cool.
Well, like just cool in general.
Yeah.
It's just like people looking for acceptance for people that they want to accept. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. That was a very weird time, but you were very nice then. Not anymore.
Well, now I'm heartbroken and
You're
cynical.
still heartbroken. This is 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
Well, no one fixed it.
Oh.
You see it in that way?
Yeah.
No, it's not like I'm hurt or anything. It's just that it's not fixed.
Yeah.
So it's like, whatever. I'm good with it though. Look how much I feed off my sadness.
I know, it's weird.
It's enlightening.
That's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
That means you're really sad, but you can make stuff out of it.
At least I'm productively sad.
Yeah. Most people are like, go hide in the corner.
I was there
That's
for a
what I did.
while.
That's what I did yesterday. I hid in the corner. I love corners.
We'll end it with that. We love corners.
Guys,
Please put baby in a corner. That's from a song. I mean a movie. Dirty Dancing.
I'm like, they were uninterested in that movie. I'm launching my other channel soon, by the way, so get ready for that.
We have a few skit ideas.
Oh yeah.
I'm writing a song.
And then I have this. I'll find a person to sing it since I cannot sing.
I can sing.
It's good. It's a really high pitch. Like this guy has a voice.
Oh, it doesn't have to be high pitch.
It sounds better.
You don't know that. You haven't heard it low pitch.
I have.
No, you haven't. What's the name of the song?
All I want, Codaline.
All I Want What?
Codaline. That's the name of the person. Or the band.
All I want
There.
is Codaline. Codaline. Okay, I'm gonna sing the song right now. So you hear the low?
You don't even know what it goes. All I want is nothing more
Okay, here we go.
than to hear you knocking at my door.
Okay, so that's how it goes.
Because if I could see.
Okay,
your-
hey.
Wait, no. The chorus is like da 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 da
Okay, you're gonna think it my way. Okay, here we go.
You want to play the piano for it?
No. Okay, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. All I want is nothing more to hear you knocking at my door. 'Cause if I could
Kind of
see
freaking emo.
your
like Blink-182.
face once more, I could die a happy man. I'm sure. When you said your last goodbye, I died a little bit inside. I lay in tears in bed all night, alone without you by my side. But if you loved me, why'd you leave me? Take my body, take my body. All I want is, all I need is to find somebody. Is nothing more. To hear you knocking at my door. 'Cause if I could see your face once more, I could die a happy man, I'm sure. When you said your last goodbye, had a little bit inside. I lay in tears all bed all night, alone without you by my side. Ah, ooh, you leave me.
That's high pitched, Mr. Oh, so good.
Take my body.
Oh, so good.
Take my body.
All I want is nothing more.
All I want is nothing more.
I memorized it. That's to hear you.
And all I need is to find
Oh
someone.
my gosh. Where are you going?
I'll find somebody like oh. That's what it say?
Like you. And then it's the whole O sequence. Okay. Let's end this. So, today, bye.
Hope you like.